welcome to Rockwall, Texas Living, the web's biggest blog on the smallest county in Texas. I'm your host today, Evan Matteson.
And I'm your co-host, Richard Matteson.
It's Real Estate Update once again.
Whoa.
And it's now August 2013. We are moving along throughout the year, and we have some very, very interesting numbers to show for you. This year is just blowing our minds in a lot of ways.
We're traveling in a very fast car at the moment.
That's right, with no brakes.
So here we go. We got 423 homes on the market, pretty well spread. Look at this, 13 or 11 homes in 120 to 150,000, and that's not a lot.
Wow.
Okay, so then we look at the sales. 6 sold in the lower category up to 120, and then 17 and 150, and all the way down here we see 62 and 150 to 250.
Incredible.
And 147 homes.
Just amazing. These numbers were high last month, and we were thinking, it's probably going to be good, but man, we're just staying on track. 97% was the average list to sales price. We're staying really high. We're seeing that number different in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. It's a little bit lower, so Rockwall's staying close.
Right. July and August are kind of twins. They're doing the same thing.
Yep.
And then we have the views, 3,195. That dropped off a little bit, but we're still experiencing great that. And then
months of inventory. I mean, last month it was 0.8.
Yeah.
This month it somehow managed to go even lower. It's just ridiculous. What's happening here is just, it's kind of like throwing bait in the water with piranhas whenever a house goes on the market. As long as you make that bait priced accurately and in the proper condition. It's just been amazing to see what's happening here. 5.7 months of inventory. Yeah. We've crossed over the threshold. I think we were balanced last month. We've crossed over the threshold in the 400 and above.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, we've had months in previous years where it was, a year and a half, 2 years worth of inventory. So this is a very good sign showing us where we're at.
Yeah. Oh. There it is.
All right.
There's the perspective as we just keep on getting into the 400s as we move through the year. Sales are going up, and we dropped a little bit here in August because you got kids going back to school and all that.
That's interesting to me, though, is that it was 162 sales in June, and yet there was 3,700 viewings. In July, it was 145, so we dropped a little bit there. We had a little bit more showings. Right. And in August, we've grown in sales, but we had less showings. What that means is there's less on the market, so people are starting to see less homes because they want to snap up the second home or first home or third home that they see. They're not seeing 20 anymore because there's not 20 to see.
And they got to get those kids in school.
It's
just
be
plugged in.
It's very, very interesting.
Yeah, and here's our we have 162 homes that are pending.
It's crazy.
July and August are catching up. I mean, there's a lot there. That's awesome.
Yeah. So these should be closing out in September and maybe some of them October.
It'll be a strong fall, that's for sure. There's a lot of implications there. It's just that we've really had the peak of the selling season or the marketing season, and a lot of people have bought, and Rockwall is enlarging itself. It's just incredible how much it's growing. Yeah,
so we're seeing, builders are going to try and start catching up with that. Now, the thing is, what we've come out of financially and economically, the people that loan the builders money are still going to be pretty tight on that. So while they're going to probably want to put 20 spec homes on the ground, they're not going to be able to do that. So it's going to continue to keep things low as far as inventory.
Right, they're having a hard time getting a spec done before they sell it.
That's another thing.
They're even going to the fact that they're buying a lot and building on it. So it's a long term.
So 7 months. We're seeing price increases that are just really, really crazy. We're seeing upwards of, in the Rockwall and Heath area, 8% increase year over year. We don't see that. Typical is 1 to 3% a year. And why I think we're seeing it is we were held down artificially in 2010, 2011, 2012 because we had a lot of appraisal issues then. Right. And we're like, no, but the market is dictating this. And yet the appraiser was saying no. So we were kind of artificially being held down. Now the market is finally correcting itself. The demand has gotten so great that it's happening.
Right.
So
that's the great stories, and we're providing a joy-filled real estate experience for all the people we're working with.
That's true. We are your real estate consultants, and we'll look forward to keeping you updated on the market. We'll see you next time.